Are you ready for this? When do you need a financial advisor? Now keep in mind, what am I? A financial advisor. Here's one answer. You may never, ever need a financial advisor. The reason I'm telling you this, so many do-it-yourselfers will get referred to me. They'll come into my office, they'll meet with me, or we'll talk over Skype, talk over the phone, whatever it is, and they're asking me this very question: how do I know if I need a financial professional? And then the next question they always ask is, what are they going to do for me that I can't do for myself? And that's the key. The key is, what can someone do for you that you cannot do for yourself? And other people will say, well, my financial professional is getting older. How do I know if I need to find a new one? How do I know if they're on the ball like they used to be when it was simpler? How do I know that the person that they're going to send me to or sell me to is going to be another great financial professional? Here's the thing. Financial professionals have skill sets, and I oftentimes compare this to the medical profession, where just because you're talking to a medical professional doesn't mean they're necessarily a lab tech. They're technically a medical professional. They could be a specialized doctor that's technically a medical professional. The real key in finding a financial advisor is, what are they doing for you that you cannot do on your own? For some products and some services, the only way you can get them is through a financial professional. Even if you're a do-it-yourselfer, whether you are or whether you aren't, having a financial professional, when you have to get different types of insurances or manage different types of situation of aging and kind of having challenges either physically or mentally as you're aging, having a financial professional that specializes in those areas at the very minimum can give you good information, maybe even good advice. They can kind of be a sounding board of things that you're thinking about doing to be able to attempt to alleviate the challenge that it is that you feel like you're facing, or that you may be fearing, or a concern that you have as you're going forward, planning and preparing for a retirement. Just like in your own vocation? Just like in your own vocation, it would be unfair to expect even the simplest tasks for the average, even qualified person to come in and do what you normally do, what you take for granted, how you do so well. And oftentimes, those that are in the financial services business have a tendency to take for granted some of the skills that they have, some of the knowledge that they have, because they do it every single day of every single week, of every single month, of every single quarter, of every single year, and they know things that the average, even the best do-it-yourselfer can know. Then the other side of it is, some of the sharpest do-it-yourselfers that I know are, and I apologize for this, for financial professionals that are watching this, some of the sharpest do-it-yourselfers I know are significantly more knowledgeable than a good group of financial people, because they study it. It's what they do all the time. I have a great example is my aunt. She's holding this stock that's a little bit more than what, weighted more than what you would think would be appropriate. And I was telling her the scenario of what you could do is you could sell or buy calls on it, and sell calls on it and buy puts to protect it, so that if it moves too much, you automatically exit it, so it's not going to hurt your big picture plan of your portfolio. And I was kind of explaining it to her enough that the layperson could kind of understand. And her response, now a lot of financial advisors don't even understand what I was explaining. She said, "Yeah, I thought about doing that." And I said, "What? You thought about doing that?" She said, "Yeah, I have thought about that, but the person that's been helping me in the past, it doesn't seem like they feel as confident with it, and so I wasn't as comfortable doing it with them." That's a perfect example of a person that's largely been a do-it-yourselfer, although she's always had a financial advisor, because she knows. She's had experience. The real key here with the financial professional of knowing if you need it is, if you're sensing something, back to we talked previously about, do you feel peace about how things are going? Do you feel a freedom to be able to do the things that you want to be able to do, regardless of the situation with the markets or the economy? And can you prove it? Can you show me that I'm in a position where I'm protected, where I know I'm going to get what I expect no matter what happens with anything else? Those are the questions that you should be asking, and depending on what those answers are will help you determine if you're on the right track, or if there's something missing, if there's something you should be tending to, fitting all of those things together. My name is George Wells, attempting in every way to be able to be of benefit to you through the resources that we have here. Even this topic has brought time and time again by people that are searching, seeking, wanting to know these answers, questions that you have. Email us, call us, let us know where you'd like to have answers, where you'd like to have clarity, where you'd like to have ammunition to ask the right questions as you plan and prepare for retirement. And as I always say, if it's not worth sharing, it's not worth watching or not worth listening to, share it with others, see what they think, let me know what you think about it. Our goal is to be a benefit to you. My name is George Wells. Until we chat again.